we're going to continue with these I Am Discourses, and I realised that I went slightly over on that last video. We're limited to 15 minutes, of course, so let me just rewind a bit to continue. This is, I've lost count, Discourse 22, I think it's part 2. Let me make clear to you now that never until you have made the ascension do you cease to make conscious application of your own freedom. Today I'm going over some of these simple yet all-powerful acknowledgements of the truth, because I wish every student under this radiation to have a copy of this, so each one may read it once a day. For to those who will do this earnestly and consciously, I will give forth my own individual radiation to bless them and assist them to their freedom. You have been asked through the past year to change your mind, body, home, world, and activity with the perfection of the mighty I Am presence. Now, with your permission, I shall assist you and also charge your being and your world with this mighty perfection and abundance. I am offering this abundance and assistance to you, O beloved students. Let no one be so foolish as to doubt, for I am the Jesus, the Christ of Galilee, that you have known for the past 2,000 years, who is dictating this discourse and offering this assistance to you. Again, let me assure you that this work of Saint Germain and myself is entirely different from anything that has been given forth to the Western world, because in this work there are no human concepts nor opinions. It has not been possible to do this heretofore until the visible light and sound rays could be established, through which knowledge and instruction could be given. If you, beloved ones, as students can realize this, how great will be your blessing and benefit. The protection which has been given America and certain other parts of the world the protection which has been given America and certain other parts of the world during the past few months has transcended anything I have ever known in my experience. Oh, if humanity could but realize this, how gladly and willingly would they cooperate to their utmost to sustain it, so its all-powerful activity might ever increase. We can but call your attention to the truth, the reality as we know it to be. When you can fully accept this truth and apply it in your world and activity, you will have all the proof required in your own experience to enable you to know the full power of the truth of which I have spoken. To all who can accept this truth, it will enable me to charge their consciousness and fill their world and activity with this truth. They who doubts must await, for doubts and fear are the two doors through which every human being must pass to know and have this full and complete freedom. The key to that unlocks these doors is divine love in each one's acknowledgement of his or her own mighty I Am presence and the fullness of power of divine love acting. The door to the 7th octave of light. So the 7th octave is that of pure light. The 6th density, or the 6th suboctave, or the 6th sphere is that of light and unity, but it's not your full light body. The 7th is your full light body. That's your primary soul aspect, where your individualized soul aspect is being projected from. Okay, so just to repeat this, the door to the 7th octave of light stands open to every one of the beloved students under this radiation who will make sincere, earnest, self-conscious application. This, my beloved brothers and sisters, means your freedom. Will you grasp this with the full power of your I Am consciousness and be free? As I am dictating these words to the messengers through amplifiers which your outer world has not yet known, these words and this radiation are going forth into the mental and feeling worlds of humanity, which will immediately start into operation. As the students and individuals contact these worlds from time to time, they will find an immediate response which will enable them to feel the truth and the reality of which I speak. Oh, that humanity who through church service after church service are acknowledging my ascension, oh, why can they not feel the true reality and know that in my ascension, eternal light of the body, I can and do reach all who will open their hearts to my reception. O children of the earth, learn to couple your feeling of the truth with the acknowledgement of the truth that you wish to have manifest in your life. Then you'll be enabled to go forth to any height of achievement in your quest for freedom. I am the open doorway which no man can shut. Your mighty I Am presence is the truth, the way, and the life. Your mighty I Am presence is the light that lighteth every man that comes into the world. Your mighty I Am presence is your directing intelligence, your exhaustless sustaining energy. Your mighty I Am presence is the voice of truth speaking within your heart. The light enfolding you is luminous presence, your eternal belt of protection through which no human creation can pass. Your eternal reservoir of exhaustless energy which you can release at will through your conscious charging. Your mighty I Am presence is the fountain of eternal youth and beauty which you can call into action and expression in your human form today. Your mighty I Am presence is your resurrection and your life of your body and of your world of action into the perfection which the heart of every human being so much desires. Listen, O beloved students of the light, when you are uttering these decrees for yourself, and I am uttering them for you. Do you not see that we are doing it for all the rest of humanity, and as well as ourselves? Don't forget, we're all one. We're all one, expressing itself as many. That when you issue a decree of and through the I Am, you are issuing that for everyone else as well as yourselves. This is how the application and expression of the I Am becomes all-powerful, exhaustless in its activity, and forever acts beyond the realm of human selfishness. Why? Because you are asking for every one of God's children the same perfection which you are calling into action for yourselves. This is not possible except to use of the I Am statements, and the application for acting within the I Am presence takes you instantly out of the activity wherein there is human selfishness. This is why the earnest, sincere student who will cast out all doubt and fear will find himself or herself acting within a sphere of positive, definite activity in which knows no delay or lack of accomplishment in anything. Then, O beloved ones, do you not see how you are then acting in a world of infallibility, wherein your decrees enable the full power of the I Am to move into action, causing all human inharmony and limitation to move out? I now voice the decree that the host of ascended masters, the students, issued last night at the Royal Teton. Such freedom, health, prosperity, and harmonious action shall come forth for America, and the world has never before been experienced on earth. The students who will join us in this decree will render a service which will bless them throughout the ages. Only because America is the cup, the Holy Grail, do we often speak of America first. All should know without question that what blesses America will bless the world, an activity of radiance such as has not been known since the height of the last golden age in Atlantis was sent forth from the conclave at the Royal Teton, the description of which Saint Germain will give you later. By the way, I'm being shown that the height of the golden age in Atlantis was over 50,000 years ago. Well over 50,000 years ago. That's a long time. And that was just Atlantis. That wasn't the world. We now have the chance of the whole world ascending. It's the chances, the probability is quite it's quite high actually. I was going to say it's low, but it's quite high. We've got the chance to do this, and we've already ascended. The Earth has already ascended. Okay, so the Earth is already in the first sub-octave of fourth density positive service to others. Now it's the individual of humanity and the collective of humanity. Individuals of humanity are already ascending spiritually, internally, but whether the whole of humanity are going to all ascend, yeah, that's the one that's very low probability. But we shall see, nothing's impossible. And the more we can raise our own frequency and our own vibration, the more we'll raise the vibration and the frequency of the earth as a collective. Don't forget, we have a knock-on effect, and the 100 monkey syndrome is what we're banking on reaching, the critical mass. If we can reach the critical mass, then everybody will awaken, everybody will ascend. Okay, to continue, the fullness of my love, light and blessing I leave with yourselves, all the students and all mankind, that the light within each heart may be so quickened that you and they will no longer know a limitation of any kind, and the light becomes so powerful that its very radiance consumes all human creation, accumulated through past or present, setting all forever free. My love enfolds all forever, Jesus the Christ. Well, there's another incredibly profound and powerful discourse there by Jesus. Yeshua is his true name, of course. Absolutely profound. Again, showing that the individual ascension affects the whole. We're all ultimately one. We're one human family. So the more that we can raise our individualized frequency, the more that will have a knock-on effect to the collective consciousness of humanity. So by doing your bit for yourself, by quote-unquote putting yourself first, you are actually putting the whole of humanity first in this regards, in service to others. Okay, but you can also go into a love light frequency and send this radiation out to the whole of humanity. Imagine, I visualize the whole planet Earth with a huge violet orb around it, like a huge violet energy field, pulsating away with pure unity, and completion. The violet stands for unity and completion. It's the seventh ray, the seventh sphere. So this is what we can all do. Apart from our own ascension, which is the most important, really, we can also send love light energy out to the whole collective humanity by imagining this beautiful violet energy field surrounding the whole planet Earth, and sending our love light to the whole of humanity as the one family that we are. This is something that we can do to help out with the collective ascension as well as our individualized ascension. Okay, I may as well leave that there because there's one or two things I've got to do, and I need to grab a drink as well. And then we'll start Discourse 33, the final discourse. And then, well, I may as well show you now. Because I have an idea for the next book that we're going to be reading together. And this is a very, very important book. I don't know if you've heard of this, but this is by Carla L. Ruckert, who was the master channeler for the Law of One channelings by Ra. Ra is the ones of Venus who the I Am Discourses mentions on a very regular basis. These are the sixth density social memory complex of extraterrestrial beings who are helping out with ascension. They're the positive entities of great love and light and unity, giving incredible blessings to humanity right now. Living the Law of One is all about how to raise your vibration from the red ray to the orange ray, from the orange ray to the yellow ray. Most of us are in the yellow ray at the moment, transitioning to the green ray. Very few of us are in the blue ray, and even fewer are in the indigo ray and the violet ray. I've been shown that most people are in the orange or yellow ray, okay, and many of us are ascending into the green ray. So this book shows you how to do this and how to go about this. It's quite a dense book, but it's very easily broken down. And Carla's done this in an incredible way. Carla's no longer with us. She transitioned quite a few years ago. I think it was about a decade ago. So yeah, this is going to be the next book that we're going to be reading together. Okay, very important book I've been shown. Okay, on that note, Namaste.